back, rewind. We press play on the truth tonight. Cute smile, bad vibe. We flip the page and we're alright.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl E, and I'm back with another episode of the Red Flag Rewind. And today's guest is a nationally headlining comedian from Compton by way of Alabama. You've seen him on stages like the Laugh Factory, the Improv, the Comedy Store, and he's toured with the legendary Mike Epps. He's also a business partner in Superb Stovies and Draw Mobile, which is actually how I met you, right? Was
Yes,
that
indeed.
that cool little van that you were
That's
in?
quite the trailer.
Yeah,
The
that's
mobile
some weird
trailer.
guy brought me over to and tried to get me to smoke a cigar at the Curves and Cigars event, which, by the way, is another OC Hub event coming up July 12th. I'll plug the info for that. But cigar vibes are different.
Yes.
They're completely different, right? Like,
yes.
I think now that I've gotten older, that's the vibe I want. Is a guy who's not smoking a blunt, he's smoking a cigar.
There you have it. Laid back, cool, grown, sophisticated.
Right.
Everything above, yeah.
There were some real conversations going on in that van.
Yes, it was.
It's like a barbershop in there.
The mobile trailer.
The mobile trailer,
The
yeah.
mobile trailer.
So, anyways, we've kind of introduced you, but say hello to the people,
Hey,
Brandon.
Red Flag family, what's going on, man? Comedian Brandon Wiley here. You know what I mean? Privileged and pleasured. We're gonna have some fun and talk that shit and do it like that.
Got to.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
hope y'all having an amazing night, evening, or whatever it is when y'all receive this. So thank you for having me, love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but have you. And like I said, I met you at that Curves and Cigar event.
Mm-hmm.
And what I remember was I went into the cigar because, like I said, some weird dude brought me in there.
I remember old boy.
And you rescued me a little bit.
Old school player type.
Yeah,
you know
like
about?
I was just like, I feel like I was giving you the eye, like, nigga, help me. Like, somebody interject.
Help me.
Yes. And you did. And it was very organic the way that you did it.
Yeah.
And we started up a conversation. I genuinely can't remember what it's about. But to the point that I was like, hey, we're going to Gus's after this.
You need to roll with us, yeah.
You want to come?
You come with us to Gus.
And it was like 6, 7 girls and you.
And just me, yeah.
Right. You look like the pimp of all pimps walking across the street.
Especially to the white boys sitting up in there.
Telling you, we got into Gus's, y'all. And we were having the dopest conversation. And there were 3 white boys sitting at the table next to us. And you could just tell that each and every one of them was contemplating dating a black woman at that point.
Yes, they were.
They were like, I want to be a part of that.
They had it on their minds and in their hearts. They was dedicated to this shit. They meant it, and they was ready to give up family, white privilege, and everything for one of them black women at that table.
One of them followed me outside. I went outside to make a phone call, and he was like, "What is this group? Like, what are y'all doing?" I was like, "We just friends. We just talking." He was like, "That's just a normal day?" I was like, "Welcome, Mayo." Like, welcome.
That shit was so deep.
I'm telling you,
intricate. Them white boys was lost in the sauce. They wanted to know what that chocolate was about.
I'm not gonna lie to you. A part of me, I've never dated outside my race, right? But a part of me wants to, like, because I feel like there is a woke nation of white. I have a bunch of white friends, right? They just so happen to be white. That's not their fault. Right? But they're not like white people. You know what I mean? How when people say white people, that means something different.
Yeah.
They're not that. They just happen to be white. And I feel like there's a whole group of men out there like that that's like trying to get with the chocolate so bad.
Yeah. So I think when you say white people, it's emphasis put on it because we're talking about the Karens and the Kyles.
Correct. Karens and the Kens.
And the Kens? Oh, y'all call them Kens?
Karens
okay,
and the Kens.
My neck of the woods, we call them the Kyles.
Okay.
The Karens and the Kyles. Yeah, that's what we think about when you say real white people. But the people you grew up around, it's like they so submerged in our culture.
Yeah.
They lost in who we are, so they so disconnected from that.
And I will tell you, like growing up with them, they had my back more than a lot of my black friends did.
Yeah.
Like they rode for me. You know what I mean? Especially when the whole George Floyd and all that stuff came out. They were like, how can we be an ally? Like they were almost overdoing it. But I appreciated it.
Play when it comes to their black counterpart.
When you got a real black friend, you're not gonna play with my black friend. Like what you not gonna do?
Look, I got pulled over with one of my white partners. It was co-workers, but my partner, he was a solid white dude. So my other cat in the back, D Black, and Marcus White. He's sitting in the passenger seat.
You
We
got
get
friends that
pulled
have
over.
color last names? Like everybody has a color last name?
Everybody. So
Got a Terrence Green too?
D Black. He's in the back. Mark Green.
No, you don't. Is
Mark
that
Green.
is
That's
that a
his
true
real
name?
Mark Green.
Stop.
So he's sitting in the front, and police pull us over. In typical white man fashion, he start talking trash shit to the police. Why you pull us
You like, you gonna get me
over?
killed.
Well, I'm like, nigga, we got an open fifth in the car, my pistol up under me, and this nigga D in the back rolling the blunt. Well, he done hit the weed at this point under the
Right.
police, but nigga, he got a whole ounce and a half on him in the back.
He didn't see none
And
of
you
that.
doing a whole white man dance right now. Nigga, if you don't, we almost told on him. Officer, him.
First of all, this is a carjacking. He's in the front seat, but he jacked his car. He got a pistol under my seat.
Officer, I'm in fear
and
of
he threw
my
a blunt
life.
in the back.
I am in fear of my life, officer. Get this goddamn white man from around, officer.
Protect and serve, sir.
Fear of my life. Shit.
But wait, did he vouch for y'all? Like, because I have friends who have genuinely used their white privilege in situations that I probably couldn't have gotten myself out of. Did he?
Was that, yeah.
He did it. So what'd he say?
He wasn't reckless at the mouth, but he was reckless for us.
For what we would have done.
For a
Right,
black
right,
man,
right.
that's reckless.
It's not no, sir. Yes, sir. Can I reach into my
None
glove
of that.
compartment?
None of that. He wanted to know this man's badge number before this man can finish
Where's the
telling
supervisor?
him why he's pulling us over. I'm like, this motherfucker asking for us to go to jail, and he's gonna get out. This white nigga here, boy.
This white nigga
here.
Everybody got a white nigga in their group.
Man, he talking to the police officer, and the police officer said, hey man, I was just checking. You guys seem to be going a little bit fast. Yeah, we are in a hurry. As if we don't have to obey by the motherfucking speed limit. That white man told that white police officer, as he told him, you were going a little fast. He said, we're in a hurry. He said, well, man, I just want you guys to slow it down. I want y'all to have a safe night. You know what I mean, fellas? Hey, y'all just slow it down for me.
Right.
All of that. He get back in the car, and he flexed that white privilege in our face on accident. Because he got back but for us.
Right.
But when he got back in the car, and I may be using the wrong terminology, he got back in that car, and he let us know it, nigga, the power that white people possess. That nigga got back in that car, and he was like, shit, I wish, pull us over. This the fucking unmitigated gall. First and foremost, nigga, we had to Google what that meant.
Unmitigated.
I was like, wait a minute, that nigga said nothing like gall. Why are you using medical terms, nigga?
We've gotten
off,
topic, which is my specialty because of my ADHD. But let's reel it back in.
Okay.
So, are you ready for your question?
Yes, ma'am. Break it. Shoot it, baby. Shoot it.
I feel like every disagreement with my partner turns into a conversation about assumption instead of facts. I'll explain what actually happened, but they seem to react based on what they think I meant, how they feel, or a story they've created in their head. Before I know it, I'm defending something I didn't even do.
Yeah. So when it comes to that, I've dealt with that a lot. And as I really I focused on bettering my communication skills. I hang with a lot of older gentlemen, and you're talking about expert communicators.
Yeah,
the motherfucker don't do nothing but talk shit all day long, and they talk shit for a living.
Right.
It's like you learn how to communicate, and you learn what to look for. So your communication goes through it, and so when dealing with certain females, it's always a situation, and I see this in men too. A problem arises, and instead of facing the facts of the matter, like what caused this, what happened, everybody goes off of, well, I feel, I think. Fuck what you think and how you feel. What happened? It is just that simple. What happened so we can tackle this and find a solution for it. Not sit here and we just keep going on as you express your feelings about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with your feelings.
Right. But I think our society now, because I listening back to my first recording, right? I'm always like my biggest critic. And I was like, I say I think
A
so many
lot.
times. I feel like, but that's something you learn in therapy,
You're drawing
right? So
from.
you're making it about you so that that person doesn't feel attacked. I think, I feel, in my opinion,
Mhm.
right? But that's different than conceptualizing a whole idea about what happened based on your traumas, your past experiences, whatever, instead of looking at what that man is actually doing.
That's it.
And so I think, see, there I go, I think, but I'm very intentional
Yeah.
anytime I get into a relationship about telling that man, first of all, love is a choice,
Yes, it
right?
is. It is
So the
100%.
way that you pursue love is a choice, right? And so I am very intentional. If I choose to get into a relationship, I'm going to let you know, listen, I'm going to base what I feel on your intention. So I'm going to tell you how I feel. And you could be like, I can completely understand how you feel that way. But let me tell you what really happened. I'm going to hear you out on that. And if that makes sense to me, then we can have a conversation from there. But if it sounds like some bullshit, I'm going to call that out too.
As you supposed to.
Right. So I think a lot of men are, because facts can be twisted just like emotions can.
100%.
Right? Like there's lies of omission.
I was going to say that when you twist the facts can be twisted.
Mhm.
The moment you start twisting it, it's pretty much, you're turning that motherfucker, you're cooking. You're
Let 'em cook.
You're cooking and turning them ingredients, which was once a fact, and turning that motherfucker and cooking it into a lie. Once it's done, it is then a lie.
And once it's a lie, it's emotional.
And now
because
you have it.
people start, I feel like there is a way that fact can turn into emotion.
100%.
Right? If you twist it the right way. So to me, in my opinion, right? Because I can only speak for myself, fact is still no better than emotion.
I tell you this, when you're dealing, because you just said a second ago, you said love is a choice. Love is not only a choice, it is a feeling, it is a action, love is a plethora of different things.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to your emotions, and then when it comes to the fact of a situation, in order to be able to make it through that, you have to know how to separate the two. You will never be able to get to the gist of it, like the whole foundation of the situation, if you cannot separate your emotions from the truth. I had a situation where talking to a young lady, and in the midst of talking to that young lady, me being a comedian, I am not only a comedian, but I'm a producer. I produce a lot of my own shows. So you're finna be hands-on. Like I am talking to people. I'm interacting. After the show, we're gonna be networking. I'm speaking to everybody. It's a lot of conversations being had. Now, the fact of the matter is, I'm a comedian and I have to network and I have to also promote because I need these people to continue to support.
Mm-hmm.
That is the fact.
Right.
She's over here in her feelings because majority of these people are females.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your feelings, now you have constructed this whole scenario in your head where I'm over here hollering at all these hoes. Right. I'm knocking all of them down.
Uh-huh. Like you have the energy for that after a show.
This is my first time meeting
you
these
said
ladies.
I didn't knocked a couple of them down?
No, I'm saying she believe in her head. I have knocked a couple of them down, but I'm trying to pull the rest of them in. This is what, when you let emotions just run wild, it hits your mental, and then you just start to orchestrate some of the craziest shit that your mind gets to playing tricks on you. So in her head, I done knocked half of them down. I'm trying to get to the other half. Mm-hmm. In reality, I just met these ladies tonight. Mm-hmm. So I need to chop it up with y'all. Y'all need to follow me on social media. It was the same shit like when you went to Gus's with us. It was just conversation. It was just conversation. Right. Ladies, y'all come back. We got a show this day. We appreciate your support. Right. Thank y'all. How y'all enjoyed the show? Whoop-de-whoop. Who's your favorite tonight? That was the gist of the conversation. Well, let me pause you there. From a man's perspective, do you think about, because
You're saying separate fact from emotion,
Mm-hmm.
right? Here's some facts. Funny is sexy.
Yes, it is.
Fact.
Fact.
Correct? So she's feeling that, right? You are touring nationally.
Mm-hmm.
So you have access to women that she will never meet and will never find out about. Fact
Mhm.
or emotion?
Facts.
Facts. Okay. So in her mind, my nigga's funny, he's handsome, and he has access. That's what she's feeling, right? And so I think a lot of people just be like, oh, that's emotion. It's not, it's emotion, but it's rooted in fact. We will tell ourselves, we will pick up 3 or 4 facts and create a whole narrative in our head about how you just out here smashing all those. Like, is that healthy? No, absolutely not.
That
It's
you have
toxic. So I will take accountability for that.
That you have it.
Because I'm saying I'm one of these people. I am definitely somebody who used to put emotion over everything. God fixed me. I had a hysterectomy. It took a lot of that estrogen out. Like I really feel like a nigga now sometimes. Like the way I think.
Like,
Like
I'm
I
not
feel
even
like
tripping.
Steve Harvey think like a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh damn, I was tripping. And I feel like that's part of the reason I started this podcast is because I have a unique perspective where I've seen both sides. I've been the heavily emotional girl.
Right.
And then I've been the one that's like,
I understand.
that was some bullshit.
Good. Yeah.
Because one thing about ADHD is you assess patterns.
There you go.
Right? So you hear, this is what they're saying. It's why I think, it's why I got that day trading book over there. I need to start looking at my disability as a superpower.
Because I believe it is.
Because I assess patterns. Why wouldn't I day trade?
Now, you say you have ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, me personally, love, and I don't shit or knock nobody, whatever they feel or whatever they may be going through. But I truly feel ADHD this is a made up terminology given to the black community by white doctors so they can diagnose our children with this shit and make money off of us for medication.
Give me facts.
Your, as you like to call it, ADHD.
Y'all can't see it, but he's doing hard quotes around it.
It's just your mental pattern. Now, whenever something is outside of the normal mental pattern of an average person, we like to dub it. Now I ain't gonna say we. Let me start with our oppressors. They would dub it as a disability or something's going on, so it can become a financial gain. Your own people will grab hold to it and say something's wrong with you as well. The thing is, and at the end of it, it is a superpower because you know how to use, I truly believe you know how to use more of your brain than the average person.
Facts.
When you can stop, break something down, analyze it, bring it in, and, you know, understand what it is, put your part together, and then give an answer to it or react to it in a well-behaved manner. How the fuck in God's green earth is that not a superpower?
Nobody said it wasn't a superpower.
Okay, then so we back on track.
And
okay.
This is me speaking. I'm a special education paraprofessional.
Yes, ma'am.
That is my profession.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I do not coddle my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I do not tell them they can't do things because of their disability. And y'all can't see it, but I'm doing hard quotes around it too. Right? But to me, God made me uniquely for whatever purpose and plan he had for me. Right? So not only did he give me empathy, he put me through these things. He gave me the diagnosis of ADHD.
Who created these diagnoses?
Let me finish.
Yes, ma'am.
So, but he also gave me my degree in marketing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So from a marketing standpoint, I do not mind labels because labels help you find your community.
Boom.
Labels connect you to resources.
You have a degree in marketing?
Correct.
You have a degree in anything else?
No.
You have a degree in marketing. You are a full-time mom.
Correct.
Special ed teacher. So you're a career woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting in this woman's house, y'all, and it's a very laid out, very well put together, immaculate home. You have how old is your son?
6.
He's
He'll be
6
7
year
in
old.
July.
And he is, academically wise, he is.
Academically wise, told me today, Mom, you look like your social battery's at a 6.
So, and you
Emotionally
people just
intelligent.
heard this.
You know what I mean?
Emotionally intelligent, academically intelligent. And
He's
again,
him.
she has a degree. This woman has a degree. That's why it's so hard for me to be like, I believe niggas that don't have degrees and that seem like we doing okay, we may have ADHD. But you and that young man in there, ma'am, do not.
But if you would have accepted it, you might have got the resources to get your degree.
You niggas got BLESS. Sure ain't got no ADHD.
But no, dead ass. Like, I think that there are people who look at it like, oh, you letting the white man tell you gotta do. No,
I get.
You could look at it like that, or you could look at it like as a single mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I didn't plan to be. I was married for 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. So I didn't expect to have to figure out for my child's life, right? But he had behaviors, he had things that the people look at as criteria,
right,
for resources. If he has it or not, give me those resources,
right? Because
this is me as a mother trying to provide for my child, right? I don't care what diagnosis you put on that little boy. I'm raising him. So he knows who he is, right? He knows that everything about him that may be a quirk to somebody else is a superpower to me.
There you go.
And he will be defined by that. He will be funded by them believing he has a disability.
And that's my only thing. I'm 1,000% with you. Get that money out their ass and
but that's
do
why
what
I think
you
people don't have the conversation.
I just don't like the fact that when the medication comes in, and that's
he's not on medication. I am.
See,
I will be real with you. Here's the thing. My son is 6.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that 4 to 7 is formative years, right? Your brain's developing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to manipulate that with chemicals.
There you go. Well, let me ask you a question. So when I met you in Santa Ana at the
Curbs and Cigar event.
Curbs and Cigar event at the OC Hub.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask this. Were you on medication that day?
The funny thing is... because I genuinely, and this is how I know it's not some bullshit.
Right.
Because I genuinely have ADHD, I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. I don't believe you were on medication that day, because if you were on
I
medication,
was drunk that day.
Would you be drinking?
I know that. Yeah. They tell me not to drink on my medication, but I drink anyway. So I can't say because I was drinking that day, I wasn't on medication.
Because you weren't on medication.
I showed up to be a guest to the event, right? But I ended up working the table, which is how I met you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I was like, I'm a need anticipator. I'm a Taurus.
Right.
That's just who I am. I'm like, do you need any help? Like, you want me to work the table? She's like, yeah, that would really help me out. Cool. I was like, that way I get to get first dibs on the men when they come in.
So I got to add that. I'm going to make it quick because I don't want to interrupt you, love. So I got to add being a very caring and helpful person to your diagnosis. Mm-hmm. So not only is this woman a scholar, a strong single mother. Yeah, I'm talking about your motherfucking ass, nigga. So don't do that with my love language. Not only is this woman a scholar, a strong single mother that is raising a very rising star academically and emotionally and just personality-wise. I haven't met the young man, but he's a fucking amazing kid. And she has a degree, holding down a home, a career. She's doing all this, and she's like, we're going to add to that list of being a caring and supportive person, a very helpful person.
Thank you, love.
That's the description of ADHD.
Facts. Facts. Because what ADHD, I believe, really is a tap in. People with ADHD can tap into you more because we're multitaskers, right? Like we have excessive amounts of energy. Mm-hmm. And when you if you're somebody with ADHD who has accepted how your brain functions, not your disability, because disability is a resource thing. That's an outside label for a resource,
There you
right?
go.
But if you've accepted how your brain functions,
Mhm.
you can utilize that in a crazy way. I've been on a date before at a Dave and Buster's,
Okay.
okay? Something happened where I like kind of braced her. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. My ADHD mind flashed back like a That's So Raven episode. Do you understand me?
Okay.
To all of my trauma and was like, there's no reason for her to be sorry. She's dealing with a narcissist. That's what my brain computed from that little graze on the elbow. And I said to her, I looked her dead in her face and was like, you're dealing with a narcissist? And that's not factual.
At all.
That's going back to emotion.
Emotion.
That person is upset about something. And because I love that person, I'm going to say sorry. I
just want to cater to your emotions. I want to cater to your
Exactly.
emotions. Also add that to your diagnosis. So she's a very accountable woman.
I'm very self-aware.
Very self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
So ADHD makes you very accountable and self-aware.
There has been an awareness that has been brought to certain, hard quotes, disabilities, right? Have you ever seen Love on the Spectrum?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I want me a nigga like that.
I get it.
That is factual, that can't lie. Have you ever seen The Good Doctor? Sean is, listen, I would love Sean down. Do you understand me? Like the way that people in Love on the Spectrum are like, you're quieter, you're not having fun. It's not that I'm not having fun, I have nothing to say. That's it.
That's it.
There's no underlying emotions. There's no like I have nothing to say. Period. I'm enjoying myself. Know that. And when a person with autism tells you they're enjoying themselves, believe that.
100%.
Because they don't lie. They can't lie. I genuinely believe.
Why is that not the normal?
It should be, which is crazy
We're
because we call them
diagnosing these
neurodivergent.
There you go.
But that is what the neurotypical should be. That is the red flag.
But everybody
It's
else
taking
will
the
sit
person
here.
who thinks differently, the person who thinks factually, the person who really assesses the situation, says what they want, means what they say, and we call them neurodivergent.
There's a problem with them.
The neurotypical people are the people with disabilities. I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. I don't have a transition for this because Brandon and I often go off on tangents. So we're gonna get into the next segment, but I think this is a good time to give a disclaimer that there is a word used in this next segment that can be considered offensive to people in the special ed community. And I would ask you to just listen to what it is that he's saying, deal with him based on intention and character, because words are ambiguous. So, all that being said, tune back in. So we have these moments where we separate ourselves, we say we're gonna be single, we're not gonna be dating anybody, and somehow that attracts y'all. And so then maybe are we stepping in before we're fully healed? Or can you not figure out what your triggers are until you try again?
Is it a situation where you actually, stepping back and saying, I'm not dating, I'm not talking to anyone? Because if you end up doing just that, it seems like that's something that you was willing to do. You know what I mean? That's something you out there trying to do. Because if no matter who approaches you, no matter who comes up to you, what the atmosphere is, what the environment, none of that stuff. If you're not messing with nobody and you're not opening them doors, can't nobody come in.
And you know what? You're right. Because I think it's a lie I'm telling myself.
Because you irritated with all the foolishness.
Because I'm irritated with all the foolishness. Because if I had to be honest right now, I would love nothing more than to be in a relationship. I know how to show up as a partner. I know how to love someone. What keeps happening is I keep finding these men who want to tell me they're alpha males, want to tell me they're grown, want to tell me everything about who they are and not show me anything. And because I am aware enough, and then they'll be like, you never been with a successful man before. That's why I don't have time to be texting you and calling you. No, boo-boo. Don't tell me what I've been with. I've created successful men together and built an empire, and I've seen my father create an empire. They both had time. You make time for what you want. So these are things that have been letting me know I am healed, because they're things that I normally would have accepted. Like, oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, you either babysit a bum or be with a busy man. Like, no, a good man knows how to
Yeah.
balance. He has work-life balance. So
What's the oldest saying in the book? Don't tell me shit. Show me.
yeah.
So,
But I think that there's so many people right now that are just digesting TikTok as like a script. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm a grown man, so I need me a soft woman. Or like little clips
TikTok,
that they've heard.
Instagram,
but you don't know half
Facebook,
of what that means.
all that stuff.
Right? Because to me, if I have a moment where I'm anxious or something don't feel right to me, the man for me, I'm not going to say a good man, I'm not going to say a bad man, whatever. The man for me is going to be able to recognize that and check it. Like, baby, hold on. We're going to the emotional side. Let's deal with the facts. Like, bring it back and stay right here.
Right.
I will respond to that rather than somebody who lets me crash out, then be like, you so fucking crazy. You lucky I love you. And then now you put me in a weird spot.
You got a lot of cats that's not only going to let you crash out, but it's going to crash out with you. You got to be careful because these niggas is a different level of sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say something and hurt their feelings, he going to crash out before you get a chance to. You've been to jump back into your right frame of mind trying to assess the situation because now you sitting here looking like, nigga, why? I feel like the roles done reversed.
Nigga, why is you hollering?
Right. And I'm talking about niggas get them high-pitched voices and niggas get to sweat and they get to... I'm talking about it. I've really watched men take on the roles of female doing altercations and arguments and stuff that could have just been handled as you claim, the title these niggas is throwing on themselves, alpha male, and I'm a this and
I'm a grown man.
I'm a grown. First and foremost, with those titles should come responsibilities. It should come certain attributes. It should come certain traits.
Right.
And all the traits that you niggas are showing is the traits of two 6-year-old girls on a playground fighting over a Barbie doll. Like niggas is ready to throw sand.
Facts.
They ready to cry.
It's mine.
It is sad
I will
the
say,
shit is going on out here.
Beyond a red flag, I think it's a stop sign for me if I hear this one phrase. I don't know what kind of niggas you've been fucking with. Done. Right after that, because if you have to say something to set yourself apart instead of showing me that you're different than the people, because if you were different, my nervous system would be calm. If you were different, I wouldn't have to be calling my friends being like, bitch, am I tripping? If you were different, because if I'm having, less about if you're doing all the same things, if I'm going through all the same actions, you're not different for me. And men want you to know they're different the second day you talk to them. Like, I'm different. How am I supposed to know that?
I'm going to get in trouble. But the ultimate and most beautiful comeback to that, if a nigga ever tell you that, I don't know what type of niggas you've been dealing with. You just simply say, same type of niggas you is. I'm telling you, it is the most simple. Now, be ready for the crash out. Because that's hurtful.
I'm not dealing with the crash out.
To a nigga that's really sensitive. Because it take a sensitive nigga to say that.
But see, and as funny as it is, I don't think I could bring myself to say that because I have had a man try to kick my door in, right? So I have a fear of crash out people.
Oh,
like,
shit.
I'm not triggering nobody. Ooh. I'm not escalating those situations.
As you should.
Like if something, 100%. If I can see, because that's part of my empathic nature and being a teacher of students with behaviors, right? You have to anticipate behaviors in a classroom like mine.
You go.
And so for me, I assess patterns. I know if a nigga starts clenching his fist. I know if he starts like gritting his teeth. Like there are things that show that this is escalating to aggression. At that point, I'm gonna pretend I was wrong. I'm be like, you know what? I'm tripping. I'm just putting you in. I'm bleeding on somebody who didn't cut me. And I will say whatever I can say to get you away from me.
There you go.
Be gone.
The
like
signs of a highly intelligent woman.
I'm just saying, like,
just hit a nigga and keep it,
And this is why you can't invite men to your house anymore as like quickly as people used to be excited they had their own place, right? It's like, oh, now I got a spot. I don't have to pay to go out. I can just invite somebody here. No, especially for me, because like I have a kid.
If you look at social media, this is what women are talking about now. They actually put a price goddamn limit on a date. It was a whole debate on, it was like $300 is too much for a date. First and fucking foremost, 100 shouldn't even be spoke on. when we're talking about a date here, it is not about the money that's going to be spent.
Right.
It's supposed to be about me getting to know who the hell you are.
But and to your point, I think it's more about there's a lot of hurt women out there, right? Who are now doing what they're calling savage mode. I was guilty of this too, right? And you're broadcasting all the dates you're going on in an attempt to hurt the men and say, ain't nobody ever gonna do nothing for you. It's like you're like, oh yeah, like that. Instead of just healing, because now you're making every man believe that every woman is only out for money. Where there's bitches like me that could go to the Dollar Tree and grab some construction paper and draw each other. You know what I mean? And I would love that just as much. But that doesn't mean I don't like a nice date out, but people are doing it like it should be the first date.
And that's the problem.
And you shouldn't be investing that much in somebody you don't even know.
You don't even know.
Because
and then these bros on social media are sabotaging it because they are recording them dogging these niggas. They're recording them out. I mean, themselves out. This nigga think this nigga think that. Girl finna eat, girl finna whoop the whoop. You are putting on a full talk show.
Right.
In front of this man.
Yeah.
What do you think that's doing to the other niggas that's watching this? It's turning it is making them instant monsters sitting at home.
And I don't even think it's just social media, it's music too.
Oh,
and I feel
music.
Like
it is definitely
I've been saying this and I've been feeling so old when I say it's like this music nowadays. You know what I mean? Like these kids don't know what they talk about. Like
it's to the point where these niggas are bragging about being the dope fiend. When we were growing up, the rappers had us, we were bragging about being the dope boy. The niggas singing all the dope, getting all the money, coming through the hood in the fly ass cars and the jewelry and looking good and all this. These niggas is talking about all the dope they done smoked, all the pills they done popped, all the
You're a
niggas
consumer.
You are you are a dope fiend. You ain't the drug.
Bring back the entrepreneur.
I said, when did we got away from being the dope boy and became the fiend?
I never thought about that. Like neither one are good, be clear. But I never thought about that. Where it's like, it used to be a get money thing. And now it's like, I got money. And not only are you giving it away, now you're giving it away and it's being taxed.
Hello.
You used to be giving it back to the community. At least those niggas would buy turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Hello.
Now you're just giving it to the dispensary and Uncle Sam is tapping it. And we're going to go with weed because that's the softest of what we're talking about. But yeah, no, it's crazy.
Even back in the day when niggas was rapping about that, it was about weed. You know, if they did say they did anything, nigga drinking liquor and smoking weed.
Right.
These
now it's Percocets, Molly,
Xanax, Molly, Tylenol 3s.
Meanwhile, I'm upset because I can't get my Adderall because everybody out here is using it recreationally. I'm like, I need this. Please stop it.
These niggas out here playing with fentanyl. First of all, when I heard the word fentanyl, that scared me alone. Then I found out what it's doing. So it's crazy. Fact that you niggas out here playing with this shit.
Right. And I just don't understand when you see how deadly something is that you're like, nah, I'll risk it. Like, no.
Other thing y'all ladies got to deal with to actually jump off of that and back on topic. A lot of these niggas, ladies, y'all don't be knowing these niggas have secret lives they living, man. These niggas is popping pills, snorting lines, drinking liquor, drinking syrup.
And you think they're a high-level sales exec.
And there you have it.
Which they are.
Yeah, but
it's because he's coked out.
It's because he coked the fuck up.
Yeah. A lot of women have gotten to a point where they're so desperate to be in a relationship, this was myself included not too long ago, right? That I can tell a story to my friend, and that's why I started the Red Flag Rewind, really. Because these are the calls I was having with my girls. Like, tell me I'm tripping or I'm not. And they're like, you probably are, but go ahead, tell your story. And they're like, yeah, why did you do this? Why did you allow that? And it's just stuff that we don't see because we want so badly to be in something. But my mom used to say, when you want it bad, you get it bad.
You get it bad.
And that's what I keep hearing in my mind now. And I just...
If you rush something, you're going to get some bullshit.
And that's why I'm sitting still. Because it's just like, it's not only annoying and frustrating and saddening right now, it's dangerous. There's a headline every other day. Woman shot 17 times because she broke up with a man. Because like you said, they're sensitive. People
are hitting a new level of fucking crazy. Like you see it all day long on social media, and it's both ways. Niggas flipping out, killing females. Females flipping out, setting niggas up or killing them themselves.
Yeah.
Like this shit is scary.
I'm saying, like, there's been moments where I know I piss people off with all the bubbles texting, because I'm like, I'm texting some crash out shit, and then I'm deleting it, and then I'm texting and I'm deleting it, and it's just like, okay. And I know they're on the other side, like, bitch, what was you saying? Like, I want to know what them bubbles said.
Them bubbles.
Them bubbles said
was
growth.
coming in. Them bubbles was coming in red. No, they come in blue.
Them bubbles said she's healing, is what they said, because
That's what the fuck
there's a lot that I could have said.
I've also heard, and I've become this way over the years, a wise man once said absolutely nothing.
Facts.
And I've learned to just not say nothing and to just move a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, that's within me learning how to play chess. And it just showed me a different outlook on life. Like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to just move differently.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to move now.
Because if you're still saying something, it's like the coach that's still getting on your ass. You
right
still
there.
see something in
I'm
that
bothered
person.
by it.
I'm bothered by
can't
it.
be
I
bothered
see
by
potential in you that's
stupidity.
unactualized, and I want to get
Yeah.
there with you.
Won't
But the
do
second
it.
I stop talking, I'm like, you got it.
You got it. It's your
Bet.
world, big dog. You got it, baby.
No block, right?
At all.
Because you're going to get left on red from there on.
At all.
But you got it. Okay.
I've gotten labeled as a whole asshole, just a cold ass per. But I'm like, it's only to a motherfucker that's full of complete shit that you would feel that way.
Yeah.
Because you're only labeling me this because I won't entertain that low level of stupidity
Yes.
you're trying to give me.
Yes. And I feel like there's so many men who will, and let me not say men and women, who will, if there's a person who's used to a certain standard of love, they know what they want and they stand on it, right? They're almost being ridiculed for their standards.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you think you're going to get that? That's old love. No, it's not. That's participator love.
Yeah,
That's me knowing what love takes, that person knowing what love takes. And if they don't know, having a conversation and saying, are you capable of this? Not can you grow to be this right now? Are you capable of this? Because what I can't do anymore is deal with people's potential. I need somebody who naturally who they are checks my boxes. That's what I need. And that's what I learned last week with my cousin Courtney. I have my deal breakers now and my non-negotiables. If naturally, without me telling you, because she was saying, a lot of men say, what are you looking for? And then we kind of give them the script.
Right.
And it's like, I'm looking for a man who knows what I need. That's what I'm looking for. And that man shows up and naturally checks all those boxes. That's sustainable. I'm not trying to fit you into these categories, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
you saying you pull up, you having a conversation with a gentleman, and gentleman says, what are you looking for? And your response is, I'm looking for a man that knows what I need. And then that man responds and said, well, I'm not a mind reader. How am I supposed to know that?
get to know me.
What is your response?
You get to know me.
Get to know you.
The way that you figure out what I need is because, okay, let me put it to you like this.
Gentlemen, they hear that and they're gonna be like, "Well, I ain't no mind reader." Like, what?
But that usually is a man who's not willing to invest the time to get to know you, to understand your needs. Because I'll put it to you like this in an analogy. I used to sell cars, right? So the way to sell a car is to jelly bean with the family for at least 10 to 15 minutes. You're talking to them. What are your hobbies? What do you guys do? Da-da-da. You're figuring out the needs they have that match the features in your cars, right?
Boom.
And so then I can bring you to this car and be like, oh, this would be perfect for when he has his soccer games and you got the little net in the back that'll hold the soccer balls in. Like, I can sell every feature to you based on what I know about you. And these are features that I'm already equipped with. Not, oh, and you can add on a ski rack because you like to go skiing. No, my little Subaru over here has ski racks on it. Like, you know, so I'm selling it to you as is so you can go with that.
That part.
And like, I feel like that's the kind of man I need, is a ready to drive off the lot type nigga. Like, I don't want the one I got to leave it there for 2 weeks and y'all gonna install some shit and it might be aftermarket and it's wrong. I don't want that.
Beautiful analogy. I need a nigga that's pulled up. He know what he want. He making his purchase and he's ready to drive. He ready to put me in the car with him and drive off into the sunset. You couldn't have put it no better.
That's what I'm saying. Now understand that we do depreciate 20% when you drive us off the lot.
100%. And nigga, check the Carfax.
Yes, check my Carfax.
This nigga got a salvage title. This motherfucker got a couple of goddamn DUIs. This motherfucker got some.
Damn! Are these the cars that you're pulling? No.
But
you want a clean title.
No.
Maybe she got in a couple minor fender benders.
I've known niggas that
and
drove
had a late
off the
oil
lot
change
and brand new shit, and 2 days later they was bringing it back.
But see, here's the problem.
Ain't nothing wrong
That's
with
what
it.
a lot of these men on Instagram have, are salvage titles that they're posing in front of like brand new vehicles. That shit don't even run right.
Listen, I'm talking
But it looked
about
good in the picture.
2025 AMG Mercedes-Benz 550, but that motherfucker got 400,000 miles on it. You say, how you put 400,000 miles on a year-old car?
You rent it?
I've been living life.
You rent
I've been
it?
renting it. Right.
I've been driving it and renting it.
It's a nigga that's been living this thing called life and doing something, everything. But also keep in mind, because my granddaddy and my pops used to say, once that car hit over 100,000 miles, man, that motherfucker ready. It's gonna let you know it's reliable and it's gonna take you there. That's when you know you got a good car.
But that's
a good engine on that car.
But going back to the analogy, these niggas on social media don't need a good car. They need a car to look good. It don't even got to run right. So you got a $400,000 AMG and you just taking pictures with it. And you don't have to actually drive that thing. You go get in your Honda, your trusty, reliable Honda, right? That's the sneaky link that you actually like connect with, and somehow you don't put her in the position to be the main car because the other car looks like something, 100%. But it don't run right. Yeah. Listen, bringing out my poet side.
100%. I knew a nigga, just a quick side note, I had a storage unit in Inglewood at Public Storage off of Century. And this nigga next to my unit, man, this nigga had a brand new Dodge. It was a Demon.
That's a car?
It's a car. That's $100,000 car. But this nigga lived in that storage.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Priorities. Red flags. Okay. Storage. Red flag.
Fuck me
a man who will drive a car where his payment is higher than his rent. Pulling up a Yukon Denali to your apartment. But here's how they phrase it. I'm going to tell you as a woman how they phrase it, right? And you tell me how you would check this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would get a house, but like I live this kind of nomad lifestyle because my business takes me everywhere. So I can't really be tied down to nothing. So I'm on this month to month so I could get up and go anytime I need to.
So you just told me, nigga, you retarded.
Because you can rent that shit if you're gone.
That's exactly
right?
how I'm addressing nigga.
But I sound bougie when I say that because they're like, not everybody has access to a loan. You got a loan to pay $1,700 on this Yukon Denali. They tell me you got some kind of credit because you didn't buy it cash, right? Somebody financed that thing to you.
Yes, it did.
And they're not just financing $1,700 worth of a payment to somebody who doesn't have good credit.
Listen.
So if you have good credit, go find you a Navy buddy, hook up with Navy Federal, get in the credit union, and get you a house and rent that shit out. And then when you're home, you're the renter.
Hello.
But it's building equity. You're not giving your money to somebody else. But it blows my mind how men don't think like this. Men can no longer build a house.
You talking about women?
No, let me say children. Boys and girls. Not women and men.
There you go. Boys
and girls. Do not look at it like investment. It's levels. Because when people look at my life, if you look at my life on Instagram, right? It looks like I spend a bunch of money. I'm at Disneyland. I drive a nice car. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But what I'm rich in is connections. I'm rich in people. And so those people hook me up. They work there. Oh, come in. We got you. Oh, come in. We got. And that's how I'm able to do fun things with my son and live my life. And I think people are so concerned with getting money. They're forgetting about like gaining friendships, relationships, connections.
Because even the goal is not only getting money. It's to get the money and do what?
Keep it and make it generational.
And that's the problem. That's not the mindset. The mindset is to get all this money, jump on social media and show off and shit on everybody else who I think don't have
and then get killed for it, sitting out of Roscoe's.
Or go to jail because the way they got that money wasn't legit.
That part. But I think it goes back to like, I feel like, and the women are gonna hate me for this, but I feel like men right now are set up to fail. Because in this economy, the best role is entrepreneurship if you really go at it,
1,000%.
right? So somebody like you who is self-made right? And doing his own marketing, doing his own, like getting out there, or at least you did when you got started or whatever. I'm sure there were women who were just taking things out of context. Like, oh, he's always talking to bitches. That bitch is a marketing director of a firm
that still goes
that
on
could put
today.
me on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that goes on today.
So, okay. So if you could speak to the women who are dealing with men in entrepreneurship roles, entertainment roles, DJs, right? These careers that have been deemed fuckboys. And let's be real, some of every career group is hoes. But for the ones who are really doing it like you are, because you met us at Gus's and sat down and just had a conversation.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't no sexual tension. It wasn't we were all just talking about life.
Just having a good time and just conversating.
And you were just, I believe, building content.
Let
me talk to these crazy bitches.
Pretty much.
And put some shit to my set.
Any chance I get to sit down and talk to people like that, that's exactly what it is. You nailed it. I'm just soaking up game, building content.
But what does that look like for you in a relationship?
It has been horrible.
Horrible.
Horribly.
What happened?
Just, but just to sum it all up, like I'm when you go to a comedy show, 95% of the people at the comedy show is women.
Mm-hmm.
Women grab their homegirl and say, girl, let's go to the
because we
comedy
depressed
show.
and we want to laugh.
Let's go laugh. Let's go have drinks. Let's go whoop the whoop. Oh, this nigga cute. Let's go. Let's see what he about whoop the whoop.
Facts.
Niggas don't get together and call their partner. Hey, my nigga, you want to go laugh tonight, Lo?
But they do take their girls.
No, they girls take them.
Facts. I didn't buy tickets before. You right.
There are girls. There ain't no nigga like for you to go sit and look at
maybe
this
Nate
nigga
Jackson
be the star.
Maybe Nate Jackson. Because that nigga ain't right. And so that's the one that niggas buy tickets to.
Unless a man deem another nigga like this nigga unattractive. My broad ain't gonna be
like I said, Nate Jackson.
I'll take a nigga do that. But if he feel that nigga look
or Aries Spears.
Or Aries Spears. But if he feel that nigga got something together and that nigga
I ain't buying no Brandon Wiley tickets.
Let my woman just be sitting here laughing and just nigga, man, fuck this nigga. Men don't play shit like
you ain't never laughed that hard at my joke.
And you sitting there having a ball. Girl, you got your goddamn apple martini, you sipping and just having a ball.
Oh my God.
And your nigga sitting here like, all right, don't laugh at
laugh at another motherfucker.
Next time I say something funny and it don't come out, you don't do that. All right.
Now that I've heard the capacity of your laugh, if you ever laugh less than that again, it's a problem.
It's gonna be a whole. You finna catch number pure attitude. And I'm plotting on you already. You know, bitch, I'm finna fuck your homegirl. Fuck you.
No!
Because in his head, you are sitting there cheating on him. You
emotionally.
He's sitting here watching you cheat. It's like him sitting there watching you get knocked down in front of him.
Dang, I never thought of that. Ladies, let me speak to my ladies right now because I just had an epiphany. I'm thinking about all the dates that I done been to at comedy shows, and I'm laughing my ass off. And come to think of it, I had 2 breakups after comedy shows.
I don't give a damn if he was a magician. And being wild.
I do want to go to the Magic Castle.
Being all too goddamn hard. Sitting there, man, you looking at your nigga, how he do that, bitch? That wasn't nothing. I know a card trick. Calm down.
Pulled a whole life out of my hat for you, bitch. So, nigga, why are we saying bitch? You got me saying bitch, and I don't even say bitch
man,
like that.
What show's like, what's my favorite? And it ain't about no woman either.
There are words that just sometimes hit.
It feels good.
In the moment.
It feels good.
But
it's a beautiful condiment.
It is.
And this conversation is the meal, and you need your condiments.
Words are important, but so are curse words, and I feel like people don't understand that. And okay, let's talk about that as a red flag. Okay. Right? A man or a woman that cannot code switch, right? Cannot, because I have homegirls, right? And when we're hanging out, it's F this, F that, whatever. Right. But then they can get on the phone at work and be like, hello? You know what I mean? And it's very professional.
Professional as hell. They put that barber on their ass.
Right. But that tells me you can't meet my parents if you can't code switch. And what type of person lets you meet their parents talking like that?
And a motherfucker that's retarded themselves.
And been used to nothing but
favorite words.
And retarded is offensive to me because I am a sped teacher. But
and see, this is
I will understand it's a black culture thing. It doesn't mean what it means in society.
It don't mean what it means. Retarded ain't got nothing to do with
It got to do
special
with the bae.
needs. It ain't got nothing to do with, mentally disabled. It has nothing to do with none of that. Retarded is a nigga that is just a different level of stupid.
Yeah. Those are the real neurodivergent niggas.
And now you have it.
Let's be real. Because I think you and I had a conversation about this too. Dealing with autistic children made me want to date an autistic man.
I'm like, these motherfuckers got superpowers.
Superpower. They don't lie. They say what they mean. They don't say more than they mean, right? They'll tell you straight up, no more talking.
That's it.
Like, okay.
You may want to be careful because they also strong as a motherfucker.
They are. I got punched today.
That nigga put some of that special dick on you and
oh,
changed your life.
Oh, shoot. Wait a second. I deal with children, so I had to switch lanes. Hold on. Dead ass. Like, I think about The Good Doctor. And Sean could get it. Sean is successful. Sean is hyper-focused on what it is he's passionate about. And he loves that girl.
That nigga be sitting there pussy analyzing.
Oh,
I'm going to go 3 diameters.
A man who overthinks so much he has diagrams in his head.
Oh,
sexy. Oh, sexy.
That nigga there doing equations in that ass.
And that's the things that I really think about are like qualities for their root, right? Because everybody talks about overthinkers as a red flag. But isn't an overthinker just a synonym for thoughtful?
That's it.
Isn't that the person that buys you the gift that makes you cry? You know what I mean? But people don't look at both sides of the coin. They're just like, oh, she asked me too many fucking questions. Maybe she's gathering information to love you properly.
To shit man say. That's my advice to you, but it says it in the Bible. Do not put your faith in man, for it will fail you every time.
Every time.
Don't listen to shit man say. Man, and when I say man, I mean men and women, are the most goddamn, how could I put it?
Diabolical.
Two-faced.
We're going to go with ambiguous, because I don't think it's intentional.
Ambiguous. Also, when contradicting.
Yeah.
I've heard shit like, hey, man, the early nigga get up early, man, be on time. The early bird get the worm. And then I heard in the same sentence a nigga say, man, shit, you got to be patient. The good stuff comes to those that wait. Motherfucker,
oh my God, thank you for saying it.
What do you want me to do, then?
Oh,
get there
you just
time,
listen.
Or wait till everybody else get there, and then I come at the
Which
end.
one? Because when I was going through infertility, right? Everybody's like, wait on the Lord. But then they're like, faith without works is dead. So am I supposed to do something or wait? Like, what am I supposed to do? And this is why I feel like a lot of people are susceptible, another red flag, to spiritual abuse. Because the word, if you don't know it, this is why they tell you bury the word deep in your heart. Not memorize the scripture, right? But understand what that means. Understand what God wanted for you from that. Because if you understand that, people can't twist the words for you. And I had to realize that when people kept twisting the words on me. And I'm like, I don't know this shit well enough. Like, because if I'm having to Google what you're saying to fact check it, then I haven't done my work, right?
There you go.
And so
you ain't been at Tuesday night Bible study.
That part.
Okay.
Because, or I was at the Bible study and I was just looking at a boy, if I'm being honest.
100%.
Like, let's be real.
You said bury the word deep in your heart, and it just led me to, it made this pop in my head. So even with that, even with the word, with the Bible was written by who?
Man.
Okay. And in the same book, it says, do not put your faith in man.
Correct.
He will fail you every time. So the Lord is telling you, don't believe what a nigga done said, but he's gonna put his faith, he's gonna go around, tell you not to do this, but then go and say, I want to put the most valuable information in the hands of man to give to man.
Let me hold on. Let me give you my opinion on that.
Okay.
We were always taught God works in mysterious ways.
100%.
Right? And he knows the plans before we do. He knew we were going to trust man. So I think there's people who are religious and there's people who have a relationship. Right? So I can only speak for myself. I'm somebody with relationship.
And then spiritual.
And led. Right? I'm Holy Spirit led. And so there are words I can read written by man. But because I have a relationship with God, I can ask him for confirmation about certain things. So then I am going to the author, right? The actual author. Like, this is what they say you said. I need a sign. I need confirmation. And when I tell you he does it every single time and in the most bold, blatant ways, like you asked and here you go. Now, whether I choose to listen, That part's on me.
That's on you.
Because there's been several times that he's been blatant and been like, that man right there is a no. Yeah. And I'm like, you said not right now, so circle back in a month? He needs time to grow. He needs time to heal is what you're saying. So I'm going to tell him he needs to go heal, and I'm going to check back with him. No, he said no. It's done.
Leave that nigga alone.
And then we go, and we're like, I don't know why God won't send me my person. He's trying to, but you're blocking your blessings because you're not listening when he said no.
You want to hold on to what you want instead of being open to receive what he's trying to give you.
Right. And we base what we want on social media and music and culture
and all that other bullshit.
And what's worldly around us.
There you go.
And I think that's where a lot of this toxicity and red flags is coming from. And honestly, I think that's a good place to end the podcast today, because I think more people need to seek God about what they're doing.
Not only that, seek God about what you are doing, but at the same time, just seek God. Mm-hmm. A lot of niggas ain't even hell what you're doing. Just build your relationship with God,
and you'll know.
And watch how things come together. Watch how things come together. Watch how you have your mind clear up. Yeah. Just watch how you evolve once you open yourself up and start to build that relationship with God.
And then don't let social media tell you about how that journey is going, because I feel like that's the journey I'm on, where I'm healing enough to love myself enough to block certain things out of my life and be like, nope, nope, nope. And they're like, oh, she's a savage. Oh, she's talking to one person one week and I'm not wasting time.
Just to jump back on it real fast, like you just said, don't let social media, first and foremost, you ain't supposed to let no fucking body influence you in life that's not in your life.
Correct. You don't even know these people.
Social media is social media. That's where it's at, and that's where it should be left. If you are allowing people to comment and influence you and give you advice who you have never met, you don't know if that shit gonna work. First and foremost, why do they have that much power over you?
Right.
Any fucking way.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like social media should be a entertainment thing.
As it's supposed to
be. You listen to things, you gather ideas, that you go and research yourself. You go and seek wise counsel in your own life and say, okay, wait, I heard this today. What do you think about that? And I think those are the conversations that aren't being had. People aren't talking to the older generation anymore.
At all.
Like, my mom is my best friend. And I'm like, and I will tell you, if I would have listened to half the things my mother said were red flags, I would have dealt with a lot less bullshit.
There you go.
And if there's any advice I could give to my younger self, it's listen to the people who have your best interests at heart. Because whether you think they hating on you, they just don't want to see you happy, that's some bullshit. And you know
they
it.
Done been through
you know
what
when
you
you say
going
it.
Through, or you walking into, and they trying to guide your little retarded ass.
You and this retarded, I cannot.
Little goofy ass.
Little goofy ass, yes. But, okay, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. And then we're going to see what you got to say to the people. But I think that there is this wave of people who think that you have to be successful in something to give advice on it. And there are people, I've got aunties, right, mm-hmm. that have been through divorce. I can take marital advice from them because they know what didn't work. And they are self-aware enough to have reflected, have looked at it, seen the part they played, seen the part that they missed, seen the part that other person played. And I can still learn from that. Divorce, I don't have to learn from a married woman on how to be a married woman.
Divorce or longevity, they still have the experience. Everything is about, when you go and apply for that job, what's the main thing? How much experience you got? Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn that you got to end up getting divorced. You, for however long you was together, you were married. Right. So you have that much time of experience.
Correct.
So in that experience, you learned some shit.
Facts.
That you can bless me with.
Facts. Good or bad.
Right.
Good or bad. And you would do some shit different.
Like you said, you got an auntie, she's been divorced, and she can bless you with some shit on her standpoint of, this is what didn't work, and this is, how I grew, and I tried it like this. You should try it like this, blah, blah, blah. Then you can have a nigga over here that's been married for 20 years, and then you get over there and realize that this shit has been miserable 20 years. And misery love company. They just too goddamn miserable to walk away from each other.
Right.
So what advice you want from
and
that shit?
they've convinced each other that nobody else wants each other.
She's like, nigga, you better don't judge people. Listen and soak up this game. Whenever an older person want to bless you with some game, so that's why
And if
a
you
quick
want
runback.
game, go to a cigar lounge.
I was just gonna say, just
that's
a
where the
quick
wisdom
turn back.
lives.
That's why I hang out at cigar
Listen.
lounges.
Forget a barbershop. The cigar lounge is where wisdom lives.
That's why they're successful, the business oriented, the family oriented, the level headed, the cool, calm, and collective gentleman resides.
As well as the men who have put their careers before their families, the people who have made the mistakes and now they're sitting back reflecting. Now they're retired with all this money and got no family. So now they hang out at the cigar lounge with their boys and they have wisdom to pass on about life balance. And like I said, you could learn from either side of it. So looking back, if you could talk to your 21-year-old self, what red flags would you advise them about?
The red flags I would advise my 21-year-old self to be on the lookout for. Fictitious people. I'd be like, youngsters, stay the fuck away from fictitious people. Stay away from anybody who don't have a relationship with God.
Facts.
Stay clear away. And also, my biggest thing, any selfish person, watch a person's traits. If they show you any signs of selfishness, run.
Facts.
That would be my 3 words I would tell myself.
And I think just to piggyback off the selfish thing, watching how they treat other people, period. Because I think oftentimes we go into relationships and because we're in love with the person, we'll watch them treat somebody else poorly and be like, oh, but she wouldn't do me like that.
Until you get there.
Until
like
you
that.
Become them, right?
Yeah,
Until you're in the situation where she does.
Hello.
Or he does. So, okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like to say to the people?
Oh, man, listen, y'all, keep supporting the Red Flag Podcast, y'all. This is going to be something beautiful. And it ain't nothing else out here like this. It's just talking that shit.
Right. So back to your not being selfish. Is there anything you got going on that you would like to put out there?
Yes. On the road right now. But I am in works right now. So if you're in the Bellflower area or in that surrounding area, or you got a car that goddamn run good, once a month in Bellflower at the Stand Up Comedy Club, I will be doing a once a month show. It's gonna be the hottest show in the city.
Yes,
indeed. A whole lot of funny presented by Mr. Brandon Wiley. So I'll be bringing all the heat, from Hollywood and all over, and flying cats in, and putting on that show once a month there. So I'm putting that together as we speak. And my first one should be August.
And what's your Instagram? Where
can
they find
Instagram.
Info?
All of it is comedian Brandon Wiley, Wiley, all together. Comedian Brandon Wiley. I ain't got no underscores, no hashtags, slashes. Just old and simple. This motherfucker. Comedian.
I like it.
Brandon, not Dan. Then
right. Just the real way it's spelled.
BrandonWiley. Comedian Brandon Wiley, and that's on Facebook, TikTok, all social media. Yep.
And I will be sure to link that info.
Please do.
As well as the OC Hub events, because hopefully we'll see you at those.
I would definitely
the Curves
be,
and Cigars.
yes, indeed.
And experience how I experienced Brandon for the first time in his natural element, talking shit, smoking a cigar, just having a good time.
Right. Bring a nigga that that can stand with on your level and
don't bring nobody who embarrass you in a conversation.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, bring all the YNs. Actually, don't.
No,
Never mind.
Don't do that. Motherfuckers don't want to pay their bill. Now the club looking at me because I'm bringing in the wrong crowd.
Break out, they got a gun. It gets crazy.
No, sir, Bob.
But bring back the wisdom you gain to these YNs and say, you know who I met? Actually, don't, because you're going to get shot. Never mind. Just forget it all.
Leave them niggas. Them young niggas is lost.
Leave them niggas alone.
Leave them where they at.
Stop doing the cougar math. All right, y'all. Well, it's been fun, and I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
Red flag, rewind. We press play on the truth and I cute smile.